ladies and gentlemen, here in the Rich Eisen Show studios, one of the best at sacking the quarterback in the history of the National Football League, and I didn't stutter at all. Terrell Suggs is here. Good to see you. What's up, Sizzle? How are you? How you been?
Doing good, man. Lovely.
We go way back in
We
the
go
day.
way back.
I have a photograph to illustrate such a thing.
Is that the piece and chain?
Page 229 of the book that only 5 people bought. Here we go.
Is that the piece and chain? Hey, got it with the piece and
got it
chain.
right there.
My first little piece of chain. Look, I had hair.
So did
Look
I.
at that. Look, we had hair.
We did, sir.
Look at that. See, like my kids don't believe I ever had hair.
Nor mine.
I got to show them that pic, man.
Nor mine.
They don't. Yeah. They just,
Nor
you were
mine.
bald. Da, da, da. That's like their little slight to me. I'm like, I gave you all my hair.
What are we calling what I'm holding up? What is
The
this?
piece and chain. It's called the piece and chain. You know, it's a little Texas slang word when you got a nice little piece and chain.
What do you have
bling.
on now? Should we recreate this at the
We
end?
definitely got to recreate it. I didn't bring my good ones, you know what I'm saying? But you can rock the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
Oh, my gosh. How old are your kids now?
My oldest is 17. I mean, excuse me.
You okay?
She's 18.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, when you get up there in age, man, you start
I understand.
forgetting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Son's 16. He'll be 17 next month. And I have a 20-month-old.
Oh, my God. You're back in it.
I'm back in it. I'm back. And he knows he's the baby and he knows he's the boss. So he kind of bullies me. Like, y'all wouldn't even identify it. Like, he don't know Sizzle. He only know, like, my dad, chauffeur, butler, Terrell. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, like, y'all gonna have to, like, run my clips or something because I think he don't respect me.
Well, that's why the internet's for you.
Yeah.
That's why you got the internet for you.
He like, I'm the captain now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm the captain now.
Yeah, he wakes up and sleeps where he wants. You know, he just kind of runs the house.
Well, I mean,
and everybody kind of just got to bend to his will.
I've got a 17, 14, and a 12. Chris has a 5-year-old.
Nice.
So,
we got a nice little toddler that's running. Can you chase him?
Oh, yeah.
Is he fast?
Big boy.
Yeah, like my boy name is Dash, and we named him right. We named him appropriately because he's quick already at like 20 months. And I love the kid. He's my best friend right now, but he also bullies me. You know what I mean? So
Same.
Okay.
It happens.
And are you located in Arizona still?
Yeah, I'm still in Phoenix, up there in Scottsdale.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been there a long time.
I've been there a long time. I've never not lived there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like ever since I got drafted, I went to high school and college there. So I just made it my off season.
You made it your off season. Now it's your full season.
Now
home.
it's my full season home. Yeah.
Outstanding. Well, when I heard you were in town, I'm like, I have to get.
We got to bring it back.
We got to run it back.
Yeah.
And our radio audience is about to return, so we'll start diving into some football talk. And are you still into the movies and all that sort of stuff too?
I'm still into it.
You're a producer?
I took like a break, during COVID and all that, all the restriction, everything
So
got
did
crazy.
the business.
Yeah. It got
Pretty
all
much.
crazy, so I was just like, nah, this is probably a good time to just be dad, man.
Makes sense. Radio is back. ESPN Radio presented by Progressive Insurance is back. 17-year veteran Terrell Suggs is here on the program. Do you know how many career sacks you had?
Yeah, they just told me 139.
139.
139. Yeah, that's pretty good number. It's pretty good number. I mean, it's not Bruce Smith's 200 or Reggie White's 198. Julius Pepper's 150. You know what I'm saying? 139 is pretty good.
Pretty damn good.
It's pretty good.
If I may add the damn for you.
It's pretty good.
Does one sack stand out amongst the 139 of them?
Yeah.
Terrell Suggs. Which one?
Yeah, definitely. I would say opening day 2011 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, against our division rivals. They had just knocked us out of the playoffs the year before. So, we're itching. You know what I'm saying? And opening day, Haloti was like, we called a stunt, and Haloti made me do something different. He was like, come under me this time. He was like, I'm not going to go under. And so it was really, Haloti like designed it. I come up under him, sack, knock the ball out. It's kind of like, I would say my signature sack on Ben Roethlisberger. It's my favorite one. Ball comes out and the crowd goes crazy, and it was a beautiful day.
Was Ben your favorite quarterback to sack?
Absolutely, especially in Heinz Field. Besides my own stadium, playing in Pittsburgh was my favorite place to play because I was the villain. I got to be the bad guy, man, and that's not a greater feeling in the world to go, be the number one hated guy on your rivals, field.
I'm trying to recall, you weren't really a superhero, well loved in Foxborough Stadium.
No,
either.
I'm not really liked up there.
What about
either.
Brady? I mean, sacking Brady. I mean, he's the GOAT.
It's always good to get up, against arguably the greatest quarterback, and the pretty boy, the guy dates all the supermodels. It's always good to kind of beat up on that guy. You know what I mean? Because he has everything. He's got the money. He's got the girl. Got the rings. It's good to knock him around a little bit, but I'm pretty sure he got the numbers on me as far as our battles. I think I've only beat Brady maybe twice.
Well, we just had a very lively chat in the first segment of our program because it sure looks like the Patriots are back.
It looks like they're back.
And this just doesn't look like, oh, well, you know what? It's a nice little winning streak you got there. 8 wins in a row in this league is serious.
It's serious. That's serious. So who do you credit? Do you credit the quarterback or you credit Vrabel? Who do you think?
Well, I mean, we're not going to go down this Brady-Belichick road again, are we here? Because how about both, man?
You know
how this works. Listen, you know how it works in our media where it's got to be one or the other. There's no such thing as an in-between.
Right.
It's not as if, Brady might not have existed had Belichick not said, we're sticking with you.
Okay.
And then Brady made the most of his opportunity and then maybe brought Belichick along at certain points in time.
Yeah.
I mean, right? Because now, how does it, the fact that May is doing this right now with Vrabel, how about both of them? How about that?
That's a good argument.
Am I allowed to say that in this media world?
I would say, remember, it's got to be the players that got to go out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you can argue because, Coach kind of brings the atmosphere, the tradition and the tenacity, especially, his reputation there, playing there. So, yeah, you can give it to both of them.
Terrell Suggs here on the Rich Eisen Show. Let's talk about the Ravens right now.
Yeah.
Because 1-5, even at 1-5, it looked like this team still wasn't out of it.
Yeah.
Even though they were 2.5 games behind the Steelers. And now here we are. One game separates the two.
Yeah. Yeah, it was scary at first. At first, I'm pretty sure a lot of people had for sale signs in front of their house. You know what I mean? It's not a 1-5 in that city. Nobody is secure. You know what I'm saying? We're
Even John Harbaugh?
And unfortunately, when they look at 1-5, they're gonna look at everybody. We got to see where the slippage is happening. You know what I'm saying? So, but we once we saw the rest of the schedule, the way we figured out after the 1-5 start, you need 7 of 9. You need 7 of your last 9 games, and it's not impossible. It's doable, but we'll see. And we also got to play the team. The team to the west of us twice. We still got to play them twice.
You can't say the word Steelers.
I could say the word Steelers.
Did you just go like Ohio State on Michigan on you right now?
I love playing those guys. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I can say the word Steelers, but every time you talk about the rivalry, it's just the old sizzle comes back. You know what I mean? Just the old feeling. But yeah, we still got to play the Steelers twice. We still got to deal with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase twice, and one of our own guys, and he's playing pretty well now. So it's not, like I said, it's not impossible. You know what I'm saying? It's doable, but it's going to be tough.
Well, some old school stuff to talk about with you right now.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Well, you were there when Lamar showed. That was your last year in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Was it obvious at the time?
No.
It was not.
He was the most athletic guy there. You know what I'm saying? But he hasn't, it was his first year. He hasn't had all the quarterback and, you know what I'm saying, kind of the NFL quarterback bravado right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? But that jump he made, I couldn't have called that. He went from, not starting right off the bat, and then the next year being the league MVP, running the most games ever in team history. You know what I'm saying? He won 14 games. I was like, no, I did not see that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, he was always faster and more athletic than everybody else on the team.
But they made the move to him in your final year there.
It was just what
was that like?
It was it was nervous because, a lot of us we knew it was our last year. And then I'm like, we're going to go to a rookie quarterback? And it's we'll see. And
It wasn't just to a rookie quarterback. It was away from the guy that won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was away from our Super Bowl guy. Yeah. So it was like real like, at first we was, as a defense, thinking like, all right, we can't let a team score more than 17 points. But no, he went in. Once he got it, he never gave it back. Once he took the helm.
But at that point in time, you realized he has it. Did you see it?
Like you could see where he was going. Like I said, and the time he did it, like that short window, I didn't see him making the jump for. Like you knew he eventually was gonna be like, all right, he eventually gonna come into his own, be the new version of Vic. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't surpass that. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to have 3 MVPs. He's supposed to have been an MVP last year.
You know, it's interesting. He's most likely not going to win the MVP this year because of his injuries and the 1-5 start and things like that. But if this still winds up a deep Ravens run of a season, could be his most impressive.
It could be
at the end of the day,
especially because of how they started.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't. It was looked like it was coming off the rails. You know what I'm saying? So, but for the simple fact that if they go on the run and then make it to the playoffs and have a deep run, that will probably be just another impressive thing on his resume.
Well, and it's still kind of crazy, too, here, Terrell Suggs here, how you can't make it up. Week 2, Flacco was in the building in a Browns uniform. And if Joe Burrow's toe does not respond as fast as the Bengals hope, then Joe Flacco will be back in the building in a Bengals uniform on Thanksgiving night.
That's got to be like the first time ever in NFL history.
Well, certainly if it's involving an Super Bowl MVP quarterback of the franchise that he's playing against for twice in the same season for 2 different teams from the same state. I can just only imagine. I don't have the research in front of me. Yeah, we don't have the. I'm not Googling it, but it does seem to be that sort of situation.
Man, Tarantino couldn't write a better story. So we gonna see, man. We gonna hopefully it's gonna play itself out.
And how about Flacco's the OG? You know, he's like a 40-year-old guy.
40-something guy.
Just talking about, I don't know if you heard this, just the way he just talks in a real matter-of-fact but sage-like way. It's kind of wild to see him in this role where he said basically he's never had a situation where you're in a film room with your teammates and you're like, well, this is what we're going to do when both our receivers are doubled. Which is what his situation is right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely playing with 2 receivers. One of them is probably arguably the best receiver in the league, you know what I'm saying, in Jamar Chase. But, like, to have those 2 weapons and he just out there having fun, man, just throwing that ball around. He's been having some games. Joe Cool, man. So,
who's the best pass rusher in the league today?
Myles Garrett. I would have to say Myles Garrett is. And then T.J. Watt after him. Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, Michael Parsons is up there too. But I would say Myles Garrett. I say like a couple of weeks ago, I think Myles Garrett is probably the best player in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? Just for how he can dominate in the trenches, like, and move and play wherever he wants on the ball, off the ball. And Myles Garrett, I think he is.
Who's? I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
Okay.
Who's the best player you played with?
It's easy. Ray Lewis. I would say Ray Lewis.
Didn't you play with Mahomes?
I played with Mahomes, but Ray Lewis. I mean, because the way Ray dominated and to not have the ball in his hand, this is a quarterback-driven game, quarterback-driven league, and for Ray Lewis to be Ray Lewis and dominate the way he did and for the position he did, for how long he did, I'll definitely say Ray. You know what I mean? But, I played with a lot of greats, man. I played with Jonathan Ogden, Ed Reed, you know what I mean? So
Jonathan Ogden, I think, is the biggest human being we've ever seen.
Man,
no doubt.
He's huge.
We saw him at, I think, at Ed's induction.
Hall of Fame party.
Yeah.
And he just strolled in there, and there was a total eclipse of the moon.
I think Leonard Davis is pretty big too.
Yeah.
And so, Hall of Fame, sir, you're in this mix.
Yeah.
I know that it's like Fight Club. You don't talk about it, but I do have to bring it up though. But hearing your name in the mix right now,
you get in the mix. You want to get your knock, man. You want to get your knock. Hopefully, I get mine. You know what I'm saying?
You will one day. I can't sit here and tell you when
we just
it will
we just don't
happen.
know when. I think that's the big anxiety cluster. F about it. You know what I mean? You don't know when. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just tell my kid, I was like, I don't know, I was somewhere else when I missed my knock when they came and knocked the first time. So maybe I get it this time.
Listen, I've been through this with folks who have resumes like yours before, okay? And it is nerve-wracking. There's just no two ways about it because you want it so badly. And I just know it happens for the people who deserve it eventually. It always does. I can sit here and tell you stories about people who got really angry because of how long it took, and then it doesn't matter. Like I see Harry Carson and Lynn Swann walking around in their jackets at the time. They waited way longer than they needed to. But then it had, like, Stray wanted it in New York, didn't get it in New York where it was announced at the New York Super Bowl, got it the next year. Irv didn't get it the year when he could have gone in with Aikman, really wanted it. He's walking around with his jacket right now. I mean, none of it matters once you get it.
Once you do,
and then on top of it, you said Dash.
Yeah.
He's 20 months old.
Yeah.
If you don't get it now, maybe it's worth it because Dash will remember
wait for
it.
him to come up there and do it with me.
You know, well, just also be able to remember it.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
That's
You know
good
what I mean?
too.
Like, this is the sort of stuff that, you know,
he's not gonna know nothing about Sizzle. You know what I'm saying? Like, he only knows Dad. You know what I mean? And it'd be like you said. I guess that would be a good silver lining to kind of get in when he can enjoy it and appreciate it.
Or you get it now anyway. You know, you never know.
It now.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But your resume speaks it.
I hope so. You know,
It does. It does.
I think in the modern, like, the one guy I always use is like T.O. I think everybody would agree, like, T.O. was a first ballot. He should have been first ballot, you know, Hall of Fame. But I think everybody
Receivers are
else
different from pass rushers.
Really?
Though. Yeah, I don't know what it is with the voters. Like, first ballot Hall of Famers, it's like Rice, it's a real select group that I think Larry Fitzgerald is about to join.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys still waiting on the wide receiver list who are
even
deserving.
that point
like
too.
who else?
Oh, I mean,
Reggie
Torrey Holt.
Wayne, Torrey Holt, Hines
Holt.
Ward. There's a lot of guys.
And Quan Bolden deserves it,
Quan
man. And I don't need to tell you about
Q.
him.
I love Q. Yeah.
I mean, that guy is on the list of maybe the best players you've ever played with, too.
Yeah, he definitely. I just made a list. Like, they was like, who is your favorite, like, teammate? Who's your best teammate at this position you ever played with at any level? And I put Q as my receiver.
One of my favorite moments of Ray Lewis's induction ceremony was the shot of Michael Irvin with his jaw open. And we confirmed this. His jaw wasn't just open because he loves Ray and it's from the U, and he was locked into what Ray was doing. Ray had that Madonna type, you know, microphone. So he was able to walk around.
Wow.
And that look on Irvin's face was, I didn't know I had a chance to do that.
Why didn't I think of that?
You mean
Like,
I could have got a portable mic and got to walk around?
and be the guy owning the stage and the moment. Irv would have killed to do that.
Oh, yeah. The
Probably didn't know
playmaker?
there was an option. But, but Ray's the only one, I think, to this day who's had that.
Yeah, and I think they tried, the Hall of Fame tried to make Ray go first. Like, to be the first guy to go, you know what I mean, to, like, get it. He was like, no, I'm closing the show. He was like, how y'all going to have somebody go after me? You know what I'm saying? So Ray was like, yeah, they try to make him go first. They try to play Ray, but Ray was like, no, I'm the general.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
right. I'm
go.
finishing up
I'm
strong.
finishing it up.
And we're going to get naked here in
We're going
Canada.
to get butt naked, baby.
What does that mean?
We got to get butt naked. You know what I'm saying?
He was in his zone.
He was in his zone.
Also, of the top 17 sack artists unofficially in the history of the NFL,
Yes, sir.
Who's that?
there's only one who's not in the Hall yet.
This guy.
It's him. So your knock is coming.
It's
I hope so, man. I hope so.
And now for the moment, just a round of applause of Terrell Suggs appearing on the Rich Eisen Show.
Excuse me.
Good to see you, T. Sizzle.
It's always good to come back, man.
Please do.
Anytime.
This cheer is yours whenever you
Anytime.
want. Let me know whenever
you want
it's
to have
on.
me on.
Oh, and now I'm seeing you on NFL Network from
I know,
earlier.
right? You know,
I had no idea we're being car washed.
I'm in the gauntlet.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
I am doing my round.
Don't worry. I guess he's heading to Jennifer Hudson next. I don't know where he's going. There's the moment for you right there.
That ain't good. When I get my knock, J Hud going to have me on. I'm not sure she's a big football fan or anything.